channel. Today I'm going to be doing a beauty video in the comfort of my bathroom. I did this before and I think it made for a bit more of a dynamic video. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about some of my favourite things over the last couple of months in terms of beauty. So there's some skincare, there's new items in my makeup bag and a few new launches that I've really loved. I've kind of woven into my routine. So I thought I'd start talking you through those. Just having a really casual natter. Hopefully it's not too echoey or dark because the weather outside is pretty bad. I was going to say frightful then, but anyway, let's go straight on. I'm going to start with some of my favourite items new in my makeup bag, so that's kind of more makeup, foundations and things, and then move straight on to skincare, so let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start by the sink with some of my favourite makeup products. I've just got my makeup bag I use all the time, and I'm going to pull out some things I don't think I've spoken too much about. I've done a blog post, so I'm going to link everything below that I've mentioned before. But the first thing I've really been loving is this NARS palette. This is their Wanted palette, and I think it came out maybe a month or so ago, and I absolutely loved it. I've not stopped using it. It's got the most gorgeous kind of collection of shades. It's got loads of kind of warm pinks and like rose golds. Over half are kind of shimmery opposed to matte. But for me, that's really great. That's exactly the kind of thing I really love using. I'm a real sparkle ghost town girl with my eyes. I say that I'm really muted, but I really love a bit of glitter, so I absolutely love that. The next thing I've really loved is this little lip balm actually, which is just like kind of one of those products you think, oh, you can kind of pick one up from anywhere, but I absolutely love this one. This is from Another Stories, and I absolutely adore their makeup and beauty. This is their Pearl de Coco lip balm, and it's really glossy, smells amazing, and it's really nourishing as well. It kind of feels a bit like a gloss as well, so that's really great. Oh, this I really loved. This is Tiny Bird's Selfie Lash Mascara, and I hadn't used this for a while actually. I think I forgot I had it. And I took this away with me to Finland, and this is such a weird example of how well it works, but we all went snowmobiling because I'm outdoorsy, and I used it on my lashes, and really you shouldn't be doing that when you're kind of exposed to the elements and your makeup's running, and so many girls' mascaras had really run, and mine hadn't, and I was like, you know, that's quite a testament to this, and it's not, I don't think it claims to be waterproof, and it's really good. It's really lengthening, quite volumizing, but it's not clumpy or spidery, and it's just a really nice kind of fail-safe mascara, and I've just really enjoyed using that. Another thing I've really been loving is this highlighter from Benefit, and this is their What's Up highlighter. This is very new to me because I am not great with highlighting, but this is beautiful. This is kind of one of those like shimmery sticks, and I just pop it on the apples of my cheekbones, kind of brow bone. And the kind of the sheen and the shine and glow this gives is unbelievable. I really notice it in pictures. It looks really healthy, really dewy, and it doesn't move, and it doesn't take too much blending. It's not stripy, and that is just such a good product. So I've loved that as well. I'm going to include one more thing, and that is this It Cosmetics concealer, which is the Bye Bye Under Eye one. This stuff is amazing. I love their CC cream as well. I've been using that. Not as much as this, but this is amazing because it's absolutely foolproof. It's the best concealer ever. It covers up everything. I'd say it's thick enough that it's probably better for blemishes than something if you need like a more of a medium coverage. This is very full, but I really love it kind of for blemishes. I sometimes use it underneath foundation because it's quite pale. I've got the shade Light, and it is very white, so I kind of sometimes use it underneath foundation so then I can put my kind of something warmer on top to kind of balance it out a bit, but I absolutely love that. And yeah, I think that's probably most things in the way of beauty. I don't want to go on because I know that it'll become waffly, but they're the newer things that I've not spoken about before. I'm going to link my last video in which I spoke about other beauty favourites, just in case you want filling in on the rest, but that is that for beauty. Gonna move swiftly on to skincare, so I'm gonna shuffle over here because that is where all the skincare lives and show you that now. And here I am over with skincare. So I'm gonna start off and I'm gonna do a little bit of a chat about some of my favourite skincare products I've loved over the last kind of month or so. Cleansers are actually in a different part of the bathroom, so I'm going to show you those afterwards. Ignore how messy it is, I haven't sorted it out for the video, this is literally what it looks like all the time. But the first thing I've really been loving, where should I start? Okay, I'm gonna start with this because this is probably the most talked about thing of the last month. And this is the Glossier Solution. I didn't really read much about it before I started trying it, and then once I tried it, I started reading so many mixed things. Some people haven't had a great reaction to it, some people have had a great reaction, and I am the latter, fortunately. I didn't really know what to expect, but over the last month or so, what I knew is I had really, really bad skin. And I started using this every evening, just with a cotton pad, and it's been really, really great at drying my kind of blemishes out without being too harsh or aggressive. It's like any product, some things will work for you, some things really, really won't work for you, and I've really, really enjoyed that. Also, have really, really been loving the Origins Mega Mushroom Skin Relief Collection. I went away with Origins to Finland at the end of January, and I learned a lot about this collection. There's actually a video coming, I think next week, so stay tuned for that because it's going to be really, really interesting, hopefully, I say. I had tried these products quite a while ago, and you know, when you're trying new things all the time, you kind of forget certain things, but I picked these back up and they have been amazing for Joe and for me. Particularly for Joe, because Joe suffers from quite dry red skin sometimes. That's been quite a confidence knock for him, and I often get quite a lot of redness, and this collection is amazing for tackling redness, like inflammation, all things like that, and I've been using it every evening just after kind of exfoliating or toning or anything like that, and it's just such a nice, nourishing kind of drink for your skin before you go to bed, so I absolutely love that. The next thing I've been loving is this mask from The Body Shop. This is the Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Mask, and everyone loves this mask. It's going to probably be no surprise to you, but there's a reason it's such a favourite, especially out of all the Body Shop products. I know so many people that just swear by this, and I love it, and I've forgotten about it for a bit. I hadn't really been using a lot of masks, but over the last month when my skin has broken out quite a lot, I was after anything, and then I remembered how good this was the first time around, and I loved it, and I went into the store, picked it up, and I was like, yes, you're back in my life. But this is great. It's just a charcoal clay mask. It dries on your skin, isn't too tight and it isn't too drying, and you can just wash it off and kind of, you know, it gives it a bit of a scrub, but it's not harsh or abrasive. And it just leaves my skin feeling really, really soft, and it's just such a great mask to pop on when you're in the bath or when you're doing a few emails at night in your pyjamas. Absolutely love this. Out of all the clay masks I've tried, this is definitely in the top kind of 3, if not number 1. I'm trying to think what the other 2 would be, but I'm like, actually, no, let's give it number 1. But yeah, absolutely love this. Highly, highly recommend it. Right, we have one last stop on this beauty tour, so I'm going to take you over to this weird little cupboard area near the shower, because that's where the cleansers live, and they're the things that I've discovered the most of this month, so let me take you over. I say that like it's a huge room and it's like 3 steps, so here we are! The cleanser I've been using loads this month, I think I picked it up at the beginning of January in Boots, is the Vichy Normaderm Deep Cleansing Purifying Gel, and I love this. I was just in Boots. It's a bit of a throwback really, because I was in Boots and I was just like, I don't know what to use on my skin. And I've been there so many times, and I saw this and I picked this up potentially a few years ago, I think, for my brother who used to suffer from breakouts, and he was after something, and one of my friends in Paris was like, this is amazing, and I bought it for him. I hadn't ever used it myself, and I saw it and I was like, maybe I should give it a go, and I picked it up and I've absolutely been loving it. I use it morning and evening. So it's a really great gel formation. It lathers up onto the skin really nicely, gets all my makeup off, it leaves me feeling really clean. And I think it's also been helping with redness and spots as well. I don't want to kind of make that claim because I'm using a lot of other products also, but I've absolutely been loving this cleanser and just got on really, really well with it, so love that. The other cleanser I've really liked is this one from Aven, and this is the Redness Relief Refreshing Cleansing Lotion, and this is slightly more like a creamy consistency, and I've not used it quite as often, but I've used it a few times and I absolutely loved it. Again, it's super soft, really, really gentle, and it just does a really great job. Again, 2 French pharmacy brands, so I think there's something to be said for their cleansers, but these are both really, really good. I've also been trying to do this without everything coming out at once, the new Garnier Micellar Water. This is their oil-infused one for delicate skin and eyes, and this is just great at getting eye makeup off, so I normally use this before using those cleansers, just on my eyes and brows, just to really gently sweep away all the eyeliner, because I use so much that I don't really like to put any kind of liquidy cleansers over them. I mean, that sounds silly because this is exactly what this is, but I'd rather pop a cotton pad on them, sweep that away, and then get down to the nitty-gritty. if you know what I mean. Finally, this is a little bit more like body care, but I've just seen this on my shelf and thought it definitely deserved a mention, and it is this Origin's Precipitation Extra Continuous Moisture Recovery for very dry skin, and this is like a body moisturiser. And when we were in Finland, I got to try this for the first time, and I've been using it after I get the bath, and it's just so good, especially like after shaving if you've got cracked skin. Just for elbows, legs, anywhere. This is so good. Not that you shave your elbows, but it's just really nourishing, really thick, and delicious. It's so good. So really love that too. So I thought I'd finish off back where I started, talking you through about 4 of my favourite new launches or things I've recently discovered. So they're not all new. The first is this perfume from Lola James Harper. And I picked this up when I was in Brighton. I'd heard a lot of amazing things about it through Lucy, who's a massive fan, and I picked up the scent called The Surf Shop of Stefan, or Stephanie. I really love it. I don't imagine it's what a surf shop actually smells like, but it's really light, quite cottony and airy, and just such a nice kind of clean scent, and exactly what I love in a fragrance. And I picked this up and I've been wearing it all the time. Another fragrance I've been loving is this one from Glossier, and it's the Glossier You fragrance, and I absolutely love it. I'm a bit of an addict to it. I'm like shamelessly in love with it, hopelessly devoted, and again, this is really gorgeous. I am useless at describing fragrances, as we just witnessed, but some of the things I'd heard it be described as are a really great man, a lovely hotel room, and just, it smells like you, but better, if that makes sense. It doesn't smell like anything in particular. It doesn't smell really citrusy or really tobacco-y or oody or anything. It just smells like a really nice fragrance on somebody. It just smells like a nice human scent, if that makes sense. Doesn't. Joe's going, no. But again, it's just such a lovely smell. I think if you do a Glossier order, it comes with like a mini one. So if you are going to make an order, it's a good time to try it out. I really love this. Been really impressed with it. Okay, the next thing I've been loving this month, second from last, is this L'Occitane hand cream, which is in collaboration with Rifle Paper Company. It's one of those collaborations that you could easily look at and be like, oh, it's all style over substance, but fortunately these hand creams are amazing, and I've loved them for years. I think everyone loves them, and this is such a perfect collaboration. I'm such a big fan of Rifle Paper Company. Did I say such enough then? They've got little tins in store with like lip balms and hand creams, like minis, and I just love it. It's such a great thing to have by my bed or by the desk, and I just love it. I've not used this one too much, so I've got a mini one on the go at the moment, but I pulled this out because it's probably a little bit easier to see, and it's just perfect. It's such a nice partnering, and I'm just a bit of a sucker for a great package, so I really love that. So last but by no means least is this little compact from Chanel. Inside it has a product that I've never actually seen before, and I absolutely love it. It is this little compact which has a lip balm and a lip powder, and I've never used a powder on my lips before now, and I absolutely love this. It's really gorgeous at creating kind of a really lived in, kind of just cool red shade. You can build it up for as deep like pigment as you like, but I think it's just really nice. It's nice and moisturising, it's not drying, but it means it just creates that kind of look that you've just been like, oh, I've had this on all day. Like, it's very cool, very relaxed, and just such a cool little product. There's 2 little brushes, which I think are really great. The lip brush with the powder is actually surprisingly accurate, even if you're a bit of a dab hand like me and you're like, oh. It's such a cool little compact, and I was really excited to share this and try it out. I've got it on today, haven't put a lot of powder on, but again, it's nice because you can adapt it to how much you want, and yeah, big fan of this. And that is a wrap. I really hope you enjoyed this video today and something slightly more beauty related. I will be back next week as per normal on Sunday. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you took some inspiration. I'm going to pop any links down below, and if I've done any blog posts about any of the items too, I'll pop that there for kind of further reading. In the meantime, have a really lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!